The people behind the protests have been called terrorists and hoodlums. They've caused mayhem for the past 3 months. They're highly secretive because they trust few and fear arrest. We persuaded this group to talk to us on condition they remain anonymous. They're educated, professionals, and all have jobs. One's a health worker, another's a civil servant. One has his own business and there's a policeman's son. And this is their basic protest kit.
This type is to prevent for anything fingerprint, and this type is used to grab the tear gas and throw it back or throw it away.
They're calling it the helmet revolution. No one here's been involved in violence before, but they're ready for it now.
They just called those not with them, not standing with them, just call those people terrorists.
Do you see yourself as a terrorist?
No.
How do you see yourself?
I'm just a normal civilian. I'm educated. I just want to protect myself, my home, my family, and this place.
We use an umbrella to use as a defense, so we can use it to bounce off the tear gas like this.
They also hide behind them. They carry saline solution.
Yeah, so you can clean your eyes when you get infected with the paper gas and aerosols.
Yes.
And have torches as well as laser lights to try to blind the police.
Yeah. If you do it at night, so the cops, when they feel the cop, they can't really actually see what behind the torch.
And they use whistles to communicate with each other and distract the police. Most of the front line carry respirator masks to operate in clouds of tear gas. These are the weapons of Hong Kong's democracy war.
I think this movement will go on even they keep just arresting people, because you can arrest us all. You can arrest all 2 million people who came out to protest.
But there's consternation at the violent turn of events. The use of petrol bombs by protesters, the outpouring of vandalism, and the pitched battles with the police. But there are repeated claims about excessive police force, and that's fueling a lot of the protesters' anger now, even this son of a policeman.
I know that how they do, like making fake evidence, beating up suspects, not criminal, just suspects, and all the tactics they use to avoid the cameras, and just trash, They're even worse than gangsters.
They view this as a war they can't afford to lose, and the government's decision to ditch the hated extradition bill is not enough now.
Are you prepared to get arrested for protesting?
Yes. I already told my parents that if I got arrested, it's fine, because we are all fighting for our home. We are even fighting not just our home, maybe their grandchildren's home, maybe their grand-grandchildren's home. It's not just about ourselves right now, this moment. It's about the future of Hong Kong.
Hong Kong people are used to very peaceful protests, but we have now learned that peaceful protests are useless. People used to think that throwing bricks are so violent, so it's such a crazy thing to them, but nowadays it's just the basics.
They're idealistic warriors who insist they've been driven to violence and know the outside world is vital too.
We have to seek our help from the international, like the America, like England, somewhere else. We can't just win this revolution by ourselves.
So the plans, plots and protests go on. Alex Crawford, Sky News, Hong Kong.